Welcome back to the Narcissism Freedom channel, where your healing, truth, and spiritual clarity matter. Whether you're just beginning your recovery journey or you're finding your way back to your own voice, you're in the right place. Today's message is for anyone who's ever reached that quiet breaking point, the moment when you're exhausted, overwhelmed, and wondering if you'll ever feel whole again. If you've ever looked in the mirror and questioned your strength, questioned your worth, or felt like giving up on yourself, this is your reminder. Don't give up on you. You've come too far to abandon yourself now. Healing after narcissistic abuse can feel like walking through fire barefoot. It leaves you raw, tender, and wondering who you are outside of the survival mode you've lived in for so long. There are days it feels easier to disappear than to keep showing up for yourself. But those are the days your soul is whispering the loudest. Those are the moments when your breakthrough is close, even if it doesn't feel like it. There is power in staying when the world tells you to quit. There is redemption in choosing to honor yourself even when others failed to. The enemy of your soul wants you to believe you're forgotten, that your pain is permanent, that because others abandoned or mistreated you, it must mean you were unworthy all along. But God's voice says something different. His word in Isaiah 43 verse 2 reminds us, "When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." You are not forsaken. You are being refined. Every tear, every sleepless night, every prayer whispered in silence has been seen and counted. The version of you that almost gave up is the same version that chose to rise. You've survived the worst of it.
Think about that.
You've already faced what you once feared. You've already lived through what should have broken you. The worst thing the narcissist tried to do was rob you of your reflection, to separate you from your sacred self. But they failed. You're still here. And that means something. That means purpose is still chasing you. That means grace is still holding space for your healing. That means your story is not over. When you've been betrayed by someone who pretended to love you, it creates a wound so deep it's hard to see how you'll ever trust again. But here's what's sacred about where you are now. You no longer need them to see your value. You're learning to see it for yourself. You're learning to listen to the quiet strength inside of you. You're learning that your emotions are not too much, that your presence is not a burden, and that your needs are not wrong. You're beginning to reparent the broken places, not with criticism, but with compassion. You're starting to realize that choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's holy. And in that realization, you're breaking generational chains. You're becoming the safe place you never had. You're beginning to remember what peace feels like. You're starting to believe that joy is possible again, even after loss, even after trauma. You're allowing yourself to receive softness in a world that taught you to stay hard. You're learning how to rest without guilt and grieve without apology. And all of that matters more than you know. The narcissist wanted you to give up on yourself because your light exposed their darkness. They twisted your empathy. They drained your spirit. But now you know the truth. Now you know that their rejection wasn't a reflection of your worth. It was a revelation of their own emptiness. They saw the power in you before you ever did. And they tried to crush it before it could rise. But God had the final say. You were never discarded. You were delivered. If this season feels heavy, please understand it won't always be this way. The loneliness, the confusion, the triggers, they will fade as you rebuild. There will come a time when your smile isn't forced, when your laughter feels real, when your mornings are peaceful again. It's coming, and you deserve to experience every bit of it. You don't need to have it all figured out today. You just need to stay close to yourself. Show up in the small ways. Rest when you need to. Cry when it comes. And keep choosing not to abandon the one person who's walked with you through it all, you. You've already proven how strong you are. Now it's time to be gentle with yourself. This isn't about perfection. This is about presence. You don't have to chase anyone to be loved. You don't have to shrink to be accepted. And you don't have to carry shame for someone else's sin. That's not yours to hold. You are free to release it. You are allowed to outgrow old versions of you. You are safe to evolve. And you are worthy of a life that feels like peace, not performance.
There's a reason you're still standing.
There's a reason your heart still hopes, even when it's been broken. You were created with a resilience the world didn't give you, and the world cannot take it away. You may feel tired, but you are not defeated. You may feel broken, but you are not beyond repair. There is still a river of strength flowing through you, even when you don't feel it. Even when all you can do is breathe through the pain, God is still working on your behalf. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being held in the palm of divine timing. Let this be the season you start loving yourself the way you always wanted others to. Let this be the moment you promise not to give up on you, because you've come too far. You've done too much work. You've cried too many tears. And there is still so much beauty ahead. Your presence is not a mistake. Your healing is not a fantasy. And your purpose is not on pause. It's unfolding in divine timing. So if no one else tells you today, I see you. I honor your courage. And I want to remind you again, don't give up on you. Because you are not alone. And you were never meant to be. If this message spoke to your heart, let it be a reminder that your story matters and your healing matters. And if you feel led to support the growth and awareness of this channel, all the details are below in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Narcissism Freedom channel, where your light is always welcome.